Hi, Dr. Bridget here with another prescription for success, and today I'm going to be talking about how to reduce isolation, which happens in life and also in your business. So I was really lucky to be asked to do some work with the Men's Shed locally. So the Men's Shed is a sort of global organisation that's there to reduce isolation and the consequences of it. So both as a previous GP, knowing about the effect that that can have on physical health, and now as a coach and an NLP trainer, knowing what effect isolation actually has on the way that you think, and also being able to sort out the reasons for isolation. So perhaps people think that they're a bit of a nuisance or a bit of a bother, that no one will want to see them, that it's their life to sit and just do nothing for the rest of their life, and then they end up in one of these downward spirals. So it's really key, particularly as you get older in life, to make sure that you've got the right sort of people around you. And it's really also important in business, because in business it's very easy to think, well, people are your competitors, you don't want to share any ideas with them. Maybe you feel like you can't be yourself, or you can't show any weaknesses. And what happens is that you then end up isolating yourself, and people tend to forget about you because you're not there showing up. And I think it's really, really important to have the right people around you. I do a lot of networking, and I choose my networks really carefully because they're more like a family, and they're also clients and suppliers. But I don't feel isolated when I go networking. And I just want you to have a little watch of the video that I did with the Men's Shed, which is a bit of a laugh, but actually worked really well. We did a really nice workshop, and then I bandaged some people up. So it was a bit of fun, but the message is really for you, is to make sure that you're not isolated, and to get some really cool people around you and have some fun. So that's all from me. I'm always here for you. Give me a shout if you need to talk. Bye.
What we're going to do here, boys, is going to be a shot with Dr. Bridget, who's kindly supporting us. Dr. Bridget specialises in isolation and health. It's going to be the last shot for the video. Hooray! I'm not talking about mental health. We've already got somebody suffering with that already, but I like. So we got the table set up outside. We'll have you all sat on the table. Dr. Bridget's got a stethoscope, and she can do a little bit of manipulation on it, shall we say? And Chip will set you up now with the bandage.
I'm bad, I am. I got a bad head. I've fallen over and I've cut my head, I have. Oh. You have a bad head. That will learn you a lesson, right?
Don't keep it to yourself. You gotta, if you don't feel that good, you gotta tell somebody that,
Come to the Men's Shed.
Your mind is not working. Try and get help from the family, or get your family to take you to a doctor or whatever. Some people just keep it inside, don't they? Yeah. They gotta let it out, don't they? Whether you're embarrassed or not. Let it out. Let people know that you don't feel well.
I don't feel well. I got a bad head.
You don't look all about it.
You really don't look well.
I'm terrible.
Another good thing is go out walking, seeing things, having a chat with somebody.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yep. Although it's tongue-in-cheek photograph, it's also very serious. We deal in kind of dementia in general. They talk about mental health and isolation, and Bridget is the expert in that field. So Bridget is kindly offered to come along and actually support kind of dementia with her expertise as well. Mm-hmm. So how do you get into the mental health issue, Bridget?
So I guess, I was a GP for many years, probably about more than I'd like to actually remember, about 24 years really. And a lot of what we do in general practice is about mental health. And also, as we know and as we're discovering more and more, what you think and what you feel actually creates what you believe, and therefore your behaviour. And that's how you get isolated, because perhaps you believe you can't, people won't like you, or you can't bother people. And then what happens is that you end up in one of these spirals where you just live on your own, and it affects both your mental health and your physical health.
There's no magic wand. We've got a fine specimen behind us.
Oh,
If you can work wonders with those guys, then we're all for it.
they're looking slightly sorry for themselves, aren't they?
So what we'll do, we'll go and start a couple of pictures and see what we can come up with.